Hey everybody, it's HeroicMizu here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the ways you can make some gold in tier 3. So if you're tier 3 now and you're wondering how people are making lots of side income, or if you're about to hit tier 3, well, this will be helpful for you. So we're going to talk about our chaos dungeons. And if you look at your chaos dungeons here, there's lots of rewards. And this is where it's going to be important. So after you do your regular 2 runs for your aura resonance, if you do additional runs, you're going to get Shard of Purification here. So this is an extra currency that people are getting while doing extra chaos runs beyond their 2 that you get daily. If you check out the exchange chaos dungeon shard vendor right here, you're going to notice here that you can exchange it. So you've been doing this in tier 1 and tier 2 for extra enhancement materials. You already know about this. So it's all untradeable here for the extra materials. For tier 2, it's also untradeable if you look here. And then for tier 3, however, this is where it's different. For the Shard of Purification, you can exchange it, and all these items are tradable. So if we just look at them really quick, they're all tradable here. Solar Blessing, Solar Protection. Solar Protection on my server actually sells for the most last night. I haven't checked this morning yet. But if we check it out, the rest of these items are tradable as well. So the items that are not really worth it are the Powder Sage. Let's see. I think these aren't worth it as well. The Destruction Stone, they're okay. And then the Honor Shard pouches were worth the least as of last night. So I haven't checked the prices this morning. So there's some caveats to these, is that the price is going to fluctuate depending on your server and also on what time you watch this video. So depending, if you watch this video earlier, well, you're probably going to make more money than people who are watching it later, because as more people know about this trick, there's going to be more stones available on the market. So if you can take advantage of it early, it'll be great. So let's take a look at some of the prices for these. So I'm going to look up some of these items. So I'm going to just put solar in and we can check it out. So solar protection still selling for roughly around the same price as last night. So around 696. There's a couple here for 670. I don't know why people undercut so hard like that, but you know, more power to them. And then there's also a solar blessing, which is around 300 gold. Solar grace, which is 80 gold. If we check out the shards, let's see, let's check out the honor shard. So the honor shard here, let me filter out by tier 3 so it's easier. It's 71 gold, 149 gold, and 389 gold. So this one is not as worth it because look, if you check out here, it's worth 389 for your same time and same amount of shards. You can probably get a different item that's worth as much. However, there's some caveats to this. So while you're exchanging these items, let's say honor leap stones, I'm going to go ahead and do one for the purpose of this video. I have enough in order to exchange one as my example. If you notice here, the Shard of Purification has 100. If I click exchange right now, the cost just went up to 130. So it's going to cost additional Shard of Purification. You can figure out which amount of items that you want based off the ratio of return between your Shard of Purification, your honor leap stones, etc. With the gold ratios. You can figure all that out. Requires some math. However, for the most part, if you just do the first 3 exchanges on most of them, it's pretty good. Except, you know, this one is not as good. However, if you're going to continue to grind this and it's going to cost more Shard of Purifications, well, eventually the honor shard pouches would be worth it. So your trade-off here is, if you keep grinding out for these items, eventually you're going to get diminishing returns. So instead of, let's say you're making 1,000 gold an hour. So for the next hour, you may be making less because it now costs more Shard of Purification. Maybe the rate is now 800 gold per hour and so forth. So as you continue to exchange for these items, eventually it's not going to be worth it. You're just going to be funneling lots and lots of time. Because in order to get more Shard of Purification stones, you're going to have to do Chaos Dungeons. I noticed that as I continue to do Chaos Dungeons in Tier 3, more people are leaving my Chaos Dungeons route, and most people are leaving after the second room. So I think it must have been faster. So I tried to time it myself. So as I was doing it in a group, it takes me roughly around 2 minutes and 30 seconds or so in order for the group to finish the 2 rooms in Chaos Dungeon before leaving. And then when I noticed that I was actually doing it by myself, I can do it roughly around the same time. So your mileage will vary with this because I'm also playing a DPS class. So if your class clears slower, maybe it's better to do in a group. However, I don't really like leaving in the middle of a group for other people's runs. So, you know, it's kind of up to you on what you want to do with that. But basically, I tried to group up all these mobs in a circle and then just run around in a circle. I can do this like while watching a show or something, and it's pretty nice and peaceful. So pretty much you just run in a circle, use one spell to try to, but I basically just one-shot all these mobs at this point. I'm gear scored 1325. Yes, 1325. So pretty much it takes me around 2.5 minutes to clear 2 rooms. And it's going to take me a shorter amount of time as I continue to gear up, also get better accessories and so forth. So you can shave off time on your runs. So you just keep doing this, you're going to be able to farm additional shard of purification stones. And I'm going to continue to clear this first room so you get an idea of what the second room is like. So just keep going in circles here. There's no named or elite mobs here, so it's pretty easy and straightforward in order to clear this. The room should be clear soon. And then here is the gate, so we're just gonna go in. And then if you already know, or actually I think some people don't know this, but there's 3 elite mobs that spawn on the map. I see so many times where people don't try to group up all 3 to try to clear them out. So I pretty much just use my ultimate here, clear out all 3. And then another 3 spawn. Sometimes they don't spawn in the same area, but basically you just want to group up all these mobs. So if you're new to this type of game, you can like group up all these mobs, and you know, it's more efficient this way. So you only have to cycle through spells one time, especially if they're really powerful spells. And certain mobs, like let's say these frogs here, they don't really want to group, so it is what it is. So here's another elite mob, and then I believe after this elite mob, the 7th one, the boss will spawn. Or after I kill some more regular mobs, the boss will spawn. Okay, so here's the boss. My ultimate's up already, and then we can basically... Oh no, is he gonna whiff? Oh no, it feels bad. So I whiffed. But yeah, so you get the point. Pretty much, you kill the boss, and then you get your rewards. And then afterwards you can leave. I found that the first 2 rooms is indeed quicker. However, before you leave, if you get a gold gate, definitely take the gold gate. Well, I'm lucky that I got the gold gate for this video, but since I got it, I'm not sure if you can get a mount or a skin after your 2 additional runs from the gold gate. However, the gold gate does give you good rewards. So you get Fragment of Longing, and also sometimes you get Tier 3 enhancement materials that are bound to you. So as you continue to do these chaos gates, you're going to get a whole bunch of bound Tier 3 enhancement materials, which are really useful. On top of it, you're also making gold on the side. So we're going to leave that chaos dungeon, and then if we check out the vendor real quick, the Fragment of Longing is used for accessories. So I'm going to save that for now. Once I get to a higher gear score, I'm going to exchange it for hopefully better rolls on my accessories. But roughly, if you keep doing your chaos dungeons like that after your 2 initial runs and you do the first 2 rooms, you're going to get around 100 Shard of Purification. So you can time it to see what's worth it for you, whether or not you want to just keep farming these or play on ult, because doing chaos dungeons all day is incredibly not fun. However, if you want to make some side gold, well, this is one way to do it. But hopefully this video has helped you out and you make some nice change on the side. But that's pretty much it for me. If you like what you saw, click that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time on another video for Lost Ark. Peace.